With hesitation in yesterday's analysis, I actually said that we would face potentially some sideways trading, maybe a little bit bearish, maybe a little bit bullish here and there, and it actually in fact proved to be just that. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what could potentially happen for COSM in the next session. What is up, you guys? This is ARCa. Thank you so much for stopping by once again in this wonderful Wednesday night, hump day. Tonight we're going to be talking about COSM. Let's go ahead and touch on some technicals, raw price action, and statistical threat of analysis. Okay, so before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts. Okay, so yes, you guys, that is exactly what we were looking at. So we noticed that there were some sideways signals coming out of the RSI. You know, our momentum was showing that we could potentially do this, maybe a little that, and in overall, I explained a little bit deeper in the live stream that actually happened just last night. And you guys don't remember these boxes if you didn't see the live stream, but I actually did draw. I did draw a couple boxes here that had some things to do with the simple moving averages, particularly to the 100-day, the blue line here, and the 50-day simple moving averages using the NOT 618 at 780 and those moving averages at 793. So that support actually did hold up the whole time. We had a backup support right down here in case we did fail this upper one here, so we didn't. Okay, but there are certain things that we do need to speak of within this ticker, so let's go ahead and move on. All right, so what I've been doing here on this chart, you know, this chart is particular to the broadening descending wedge that we've been looking at for quite some time now. And what I've been doing is that this upper red trend line you see here is actually where I've been drawing our closes per day. And I wanted you to see this just because how relevant the close from the prior day is. Okay, so we actually closed this spinning top doji right at that close from yesterday. Okay, but this is the daily, so we're looking at market close. Okay, so if we're looking at the after hours closing, you can actually see that it was about 8:24. So we bounced off of the previous day close, and now we are slightly above it. Okay, so there are a couple little signs like these right here showing some potential bearish movement. Okay, so we do have to watch out when we do print some of these shooting stars like this. Okay, so shooting stars on higher term time frames usually signal a potential downside. Okay, so that's actually already a bit curious to me. Now the daily did print as a spinning top doji, which is usually considered to be kind of a tie, right, between the bears and the bulls. Okay, so this is pretty much it for this chart. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, see what we have. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be the statistical side of the analysis. Okay, so this is particularly concerning, and concerning why is because of the momentum in particular. Okay, so the backtest actually consisted of volatility versus momentum. Okay, so the backtest actually proved that we can make certain moves to the upside by measuring iterations that are appropriate for this. Okay, I'm not going to go into those details just now because we're running short in time. I still got to run a live session with you guys. So let me go ahead and just explain very briefly. Okay, so the new viewers, new listeners, this is volatility you're looking at, represented by BBWP. Okay, so volatility is direction neutral. Usually we pair this with an indicator named stochastic momentum. Myself, okay, so this is just personal to me. So stochastic momentum is actually proprietary to TradingView software, and TradingView is actually the platform in which I'm trading in here. Okay, so the link is in the description below if you wanna sign up for TradingView, as that would help me out greatly. Okay, you guys. So yes, stochastic momentum gives us that direction bias. Okay, so in this case, please notice that the pivot actually changed drastically today. So that pivot is now facing to the downside. It doesn't mean that it can't correct, because you can see the slope on this iteration that happened in November 16th. You can see that the slope is very similar to that. We can for sure just start to pivot one more time and continue to the upside. I want to just express some concern with this, is because all of the other signals that we've been looking at thus far is slightly bearish. You know what I mean? So we're looking at we were looking at the daily candle here, sorry, the 12-hour candle being a little bit of a shooting star right here, which could be a little bearish. The daily is printing this indecision candle, is not giving us a clear direction. Okay, so now stochastic momentum is showing us a downside pivot. Let's go ahead and move on from there. So now we're gonna look at the RSI divergence right now. So divergence is the opposition of price action versus momentum, and in this case, momentum represented by this indicator RSI, Relative Strength Index. Okay, so these blue lines and yellow lines are the divergence drives that I've been drawing. Okay, but new viewers, please take a look at this. Okay, the pink line represents a 14-day moving average, which is simple. Which is a simple moving average, yes, but it's standard to an RSI setup. The purple line represents the RSI signal itself, the strength. Okay, so in this case, you can actually see that I printed bullish drives of divergence for the Monday session, and it did kind of go up just a little bit from the blue drives, right? So it went up just a little bit, and then it actually confirmed other drives of bearish divergence, and actually some larger drives too. Okay, so that bearish divergence actually seems like it's at play right now, but it did give us a sideways read yesterday, and we did honor that. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up a multi-pane so that we can see or gauge a deeper bias. Okay, so this is going to be essentially the area where we're looking at some sideways trading. I was about to say it before it loaded up. Let's go ahead and put up the 30-minute right here for COSM. Okay, so 30-minute is showing us a potential bearish outlook right away. Okay, so this, we're sitting particularly in what's called the bear weakness percentile. Okay, so new viewers, please focus in on these 4 zones as I will be speaking about these very often. Okay, the 4 zones are located right over here on the RSI. They're just blown up for your convenience. Okay, so the 30-minute immediate short-term time frame is below now our moving average, which is bearish, and we are now approaching the very shallow areas of the bull weakness percentile, which usually means that we can face a gravitational pull. Into the following zone or the prior zone. So the prior zone in this case would actually be the bear weakness percentile. Okay, so this is looking slightly bearish. Let's look at a micro time frame, maybe the 15-minute. So 15-minute is suggesting some sideways trading. As long as we are within the shallow areas of either zone, the bounce back and forth is likely to happen, which is literally what happened yesterday. Okay, so the bi-hourly is also giving us that sideways trading read, very similar to yesterday. I did say, look, let's go ahead and look at where the 12, there we go. So 12:21, this is where the end of the day happened yesterday. Okay, so I did say that as long as we're within this shallow area, we're going to be bouncing in and out of it, and that's literally what happened. Okay, so it's suggesting the same thing again in the bi-hourly. Let's look at the 6-hour now. The 6-hour as well is suggesting the same sideways thing, slightly bullish. Usually when we're in usually when we're in this shallow area, like the likelihood of being gravitationally pulled into the following zone is likely. Okay, so some more sideways there, and now the daily is, I'm sorry, the 12-hour is, we already saw it. So let's look at the daily. Okay, daily is suggesting sideways as well. Okay, slightly bearish, but again, right within that shallow area of the bear weakness percentile. Usually we get that little gravitational pullback right into it. Okay, even the moving average is it's just kind of pivoted neutral here. So let's look at the buy daily to see if we have anything there. Buy daily is still in smack in the middle, the border between the bull and the bears, and it's still suggesting sideways trading. The moving average is starting to level, suggesting sideways trading. It still feels pensive. Okay, again, I'm not following any type of fundamental news for this ticker. I let the charts speak for themselves. Sorry, and what I'm noticing here is that there is a sense of anxiety or pause within the social sentiment, and it looks like we're waiting for something to happen. Okay, so if you do know what that something to happen is, please comment below, let me know, inform me of what that may be, since you know that I don't follow fundamental catalysts in this. Usually every single move that I've been able to call on this ticker has been straight from the charts themselves. Okay, so charts are powerful enough to give us that bias. Okay, you guys, so please know that I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, okay? Please do your own DD and everything will be just fine. All right, you guys, so if you, also please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I know it's taking me a little bit of time to reach back to people, and it's just the requests are getting a little bit large, but I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. Okay, you guys. So I'll make sure to leave those links in the description below. Also, please don't fall for the scams. I am not texting you or having you give me your email address. I'm not going to say to WhatsApp me. I don't have a WhatsApp. Okay, the only active accounts I actually have is Twitter, Discord, and pretty much YouTube. Okay, I do have a stock Twitch account, but I'm never on there. I do have an Instagram account, but I'm never on there. All right, you guys, so just know that it's Discord, Twitter, YouTube. Okay, you guys, please know that. Don't fall for those comments saying to WhatsApp me, okay? I'm definitely not going to message you first. All right, you guys, but with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.